YouTubers. Well, I just wanted to vlog about something that I wanted to share. Very interesting chain of events the last few days. As you all know, Monday was my court date with the ex, and we finalized the divorce. The judge granted the divorce. He owed me money. He paid me $1,000 of it yesterday, handed it right over to me. Owes me $2,200 more. That's going to be paid to me within the next 2 months. I really can't expect him to give me that money like right up front when the poor guy hasn't worked for 2 years. Yeah, I said the poor guy. No matter what, it's very sad when you haven't worked for 2 years. And so he's going to pay me that within 2 months. And kind of interesting, extremely emotional after the divorce was finalized and granted by the judge. We went out to the hallway, made plans to meet at 2 o'clock at the attorney's office to sign all the paperwork that we agreed upon and get the $1,000 from him. And we ended up embracing and crying and talking. And we actually even left the courthouse area and drove somewhere and parked on the side of the street to talk more. And I had been telling him, that it's been real hard. It's been really hard not having him in my life. He said the same thing. I'm not going to go into particulars, but there's a lot of feelings still there. But I'm still, a little bit shell-shocked from the whole girlfriend thing, not wanting him to be involved with me as a friend. It's very difficult. He wants to remain friends. Somehow, some way, he wants to remain friends. So, I've been having some issues with my brakes in my car. My car needed to be serviced. And he knows a mechanic, or he knew a mechanic, and he told me to call. Well, the mechanic doesn't own that shop any longer. So I called him back to tell him the mechanic doesn't own that shop anymore. There's somebody else. He said, well, I'm going to go and talk to the guy that has a smog shop right next to him. He's my friend, and ask him what he thinks about him. And he went over there to check to make sure that the new guy that owns the shop is a good mechanic. And he called me back to tell me, yeah, he's a good mechanic. Go over there. Well, I told him I was on my way over there, and he actually met me over there and hung around for about 40 minutes. And we talked, and we laughed, and he was showing me stuff in I got my brakes done. He was showing me things on my brakes and explaining to me what they were doing to the brakes and stuff, and it was nice to be around him. Really nice. We have so much water under the bridge, though, I'll tell you. He wasn't a very nice guy when I was married to him. And he hasn't been a very nice guy for the last 6 months, 7 months, or whatever it's been. He wants to remain friends, and he said that I might not hear from him for a while, but I will be hearing from him, and we will still be friends. And I said, how are you going to do that with your girlfriend? He goes, why don't you let me worry about that? Things must not be going so great, because if things were really great, why would you go behind your girlfriend's back and want to be friends with your ex-wife and cry and cry and cry over the divorce being final? Unless things were not going good and you were regretting your decisions. Doesn't matter. All the divorce papers have been signed and filed by his attorney, and there's no going back. There would never be any going back. I would never go back. I would never be involved in a intimate relationship with him. I could be friends with him, but it can never be the way it used to be, hanging out, doing things together. Just, I eventually want to see my dogs, and that's why I'm not opposed to being friends. The dogs are all okay, he said. So, I just wanted to kind of put my thoughts out on the subject. I'm still waiting for the credit check to be finished with the new one-bedroom apartment. No more roommate. Not going to do with the roommate thing. I don't think that emotionally I could handle having a roommate. I need to be able to leave work and go home and decompress alone and not have to worry about somebody, not just having somebody there, but somebody that has such opposing views. He didn't even give us 30-day notice to the property management company. He never did that. He never even really planned to give a 30-day notice. I guess he's going to just leave in the lurch. So I hope he found somebody else, because I told him to take a hike. So, got my oil changed and lubed and oil filter changed. Got the brakes done because they were making noise. They needed new pads and they needed the rotors turned. And the whole thing cost me $210. And he did a tire rotation and balancing for me too. So, I have a new mechanic. His name's Tim, and he's a really nice guy. No, not interested like that. Just a really nice guy. Good to have a mechanic that you could trust. Never had that before. My car's only not even 3 years old yet. But no more maintenance plan left. No more free maintenance. So, he does a oil change and lube and oil filter change for $30. So, and now I got my tires rotated, my car's all set to go. If the rain would frickin' stop. I know California needs rain, but stop! My car's dirty. Couldn't really go to the beach for my vacation. My vacation is gone. I go back to work on Friday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Today's hump day. Didn't get to do anything. I met somebody for lunch today. Oh, yeah. I did. I broke down and said that I would meet somebody for lunch. Nice guy. It might work. Who knows? I don't know nothing. So, peace out. Need to get the car washed. I really wish I could have gotten my car washed. It's going to be by next Monday by the time I can get the damn thing washed. Because it's cheaper on Monday than Sunday. So, I guess that's it. Bye.